Hi everyone, welcome back to another daily Leetcode breakdown. Today we are tackling problem 1967, number of strings that appear as substrings in Word. Before we jump in, if you get stuck or confused at any point during this video, please just drop a comment down below and I will do my best to help you out. Here is the problem page. It's a bit wordy, so let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do, step by step. We are handed two things. First, a list of short strings, which the problem calls patterns. Second, a single longer string called word. Our job is super simple. We just need to count how many of those little patterns can be found hiding contiguously inside that main word. Let's look at the first example. If we take our first pattern, the letter A, we can easily see it right at the start of our main word, A, B, C. So that's one match. Moving to the next ones, the pattern ABC matches the entire word perfectly. And the pattern BC is right there at the end, so both of those count as well. But if we look for the letter D, it is nowhere to be found inside our word. So out of 4 patterns, 3 of them were a match, and we would return 3. As always, we will be walking through the logic using Python, because it reads a lot like English. But don't worry, I have the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript ready for you at the end of the video. Let's start with the most intuitive way to solve this. Approach 1, brute force. For every pattern, we just check every single possible starting spot in our main word to see if it fits. Here is the full code for this brute force method. Let's zoom in on a few key parts to see how it operates under the hood. Inside our checking function, we figure out the lengths of the pattern and the word. Notice that we only loop just far enough so that our pattern can actually fit before hitting the end of the word. We don't want to check starting positions that are too close to the end. Then, we do a character-by-character comparison. If we ever see a mismatch between the pattern and the current spot in the word, we flip a flag to false and break out early. No need to keep checking a bad fit. If we make it through that whole inner loop and our flag is still true, it means every single letter matched. We immediately return true to say we found it. If you want to grab this code and test it out in your own editor without retyping it, you can find it over on leetcodeunlock.com. The link is in the description. Quick intermission. You might notice I'm trying out a new format with shorter, punchier slides. Let me know what you think about this change in the comments. Also, this channel is completely ad-free and run by AI. I built this workflow to generate instant visual explanations to help myself study faster, and I hope it helps you too. Alright, let's get back to it. Now brute force works perfectly fine here, but we can actually optimize the matching process using something called the KMP algorithm. When brute force finds a mismatch, it moves over one spot and starts all over again. KMP is smarter. It uses information from the characters it just matched to figure out exactly how far it can safely skip ahead. And here is the code for the KMP approach. It is definitely longer, mostly because of the first half where it has to set things up. The real magic of KMP happens right here, where it builds a prefix array, which we are calling pi. This array basically maps out the pattern, telling the algorithm how far back it needs to jump if it hits a snag later on. You might be wondering about edge cases. What if we are given a pattern that is actually way longer than our main word? Will our code crash? Thankfully, no. Both of our solutions handle this naturally. Because we calculate the loop range based on the length of the word minus the length of the pattern, if the pattern is too big, that math results in a negative number, and the loop just cleanly skips over it. Okay, let's talk about efficiency. How fast are these two approaches? Let's start with the brute force one. For the brute force method, the time complexity is big O of n times the sum of the lengths of all the patterns. Here, n represents the length of our main word. Essentially, in the worst case, we are checking every letter of the word against every letter of every pattern. By using the KMP algorithm, we improve the time complexity to big O of n times k, plus the sum of all pattern lengths. In this case, k is the total number of patterns we have. It prevents a lot of overlapping work. As for space complexity, the KMP approach requires big O of the maximum pattern length. This is because we need to allocate memory in order to build that special prefix array for the longest string we are checking. A quick key takeaway before we finish up. In the real world, you would probably just use your language's built-in tools to check if a string exists. But implementing these algorithms manually is a fantastic way to actually understand what is happening under the hood when you use those simple commands. Alright, that covers the Python explanations. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Remember, you can just go to the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly. Here is the most direct solution in Java, utilizing the built-in contains method for simplicity. Next up, here is the C++ version, taking advantage of the standard find method. And finally, here is the solution in JavaScript, using the includes function. Before you go, I want to mention I have a main channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a long-term mission to post a clear solution for literally every single problem on the platform. If you are studying for interviews, make sure to check it out. If you'd like to help support that massive goal, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/leetcodedaily. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a daily challenge. Keep coding, and I will catch you in the next one.